Yo, yo. What's up, Eric? What's up, Hoxley? Biking Bros, what's going on? Nathan, I live in Calgary. Nerds. Just say yes, there was a big storm. Prince of Pow snorting in the background. What's going on, Eric? Can you guys hear me okay? I gotta fix my hat. What's up, Biking Bros? What's up, Garrett? What's up, Mark? Abe Kislevitz, what's going on, man? Jack, is Utah going to get any snow? Loud and clear. Yeah, Utah will get some snow. We always get snow. What's up, Brian? We need snow, Colorado. What's up, Ben? C5. No need to spam, my brother. What's going on? Jealous of the snow up there. Yeah, I mean, Canada's getting hammered. All the snow is just staying north of the Rockies. J Peak from Icon was 200 inches. I know, man. I saw that it's on record. It's the most snow J Peak has gotten early season so far or something. I forgot what I saw, but it was like they're having like the best year ever. And you could argue that a lot of the Western U.S. places we are having one of the worst starts of the year. So you have like two huge extremes right now. But it's great that the East is on a good start. Echo in and out. Let me see. Hello. Mr. Monks. Maybe I don't know if this is any better. Or no, wait. Mike Ox. Let's try this. I did not go to Revy. I only went to Luis and Kicking Horse was the two that I went to. Sweet, much better. I think I had two mics going. I had like I don't know. I had two mics going, so that may be why. It was like echoing off each other. I hate Utah this year. I go to Sundance and it was raining all day. Yo, Chris, now you're nice. The 9.99er. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, man. I absolutely love Christmas for several reasons, but yeah, this could be because Christmas is really like I think Christmas Eve is might be next Wednesday, so I don't know if we'll be streaming next Wednesday, but yeah, definitely a Christmas stream here. So thank you, Chris. Have you been up much at all? I know Mammoth has been pretty dry, but were you able to get a few turns in, or what's going on? I probably will go to Jackson. I've always said my sister lives up there, so I should go up there, but they're supposed to be a pretty big recipient of this storm coming in. So what's up, Mason? Luis was great, man. Literally let's think. It was Thursday. Joe was here and he was going up to Park City to ski. And I was like, dude, you know where all the snow is right now? It's in Lake Louise. And I was like, man, we should like look into like maybe going for a weekend. And he drove up to Park City Mountain and he said the guy was hosing off the sidewalk and he just turned around, came back home and he's like, dude, we should look for flights. So that like this was like Thursday at 1:30. We hopped on, looked at flights, and We were going to try to go literally Thursday night, like in a few hours, but something didn't really work out. So then we flew out the next morning, Friday morning, using Sky Miles. The flights were expensive, but I had I opened up a credit card, so I got like those bonus miles things. So I had a good amount of miles, and so we both used our miles. And then with the exchange rate in Canada, it's honestly relatively pretty cheap to go up there. So the expensive parts of flights. And so we were there. We skied Saturday and Sunday, and then came back Monday, literally just for a weekend rip. So all that to say, it was great. Like, obviously down here, there's really no skiing. So what a wacky season, says Arjun. Would you ever consider going back to Sunshine? Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I think that's why I didn't really go to Sunshine, is I felt like there's really not a lot of terrain other than that Delirium dive area. But I don't have Avi gear. And the only time I was there, I was just kind of unprepared. But yeah, that area looks pretty sweet. My kid has his first alpine ski team practice tonight. No, what is... Stand by. Auto screen off. Let's try that. What's up, Levi? I got my Christmas sweater on. I gotta take this 1 second. Hey, Joe. I gotta get my music back on. He got cut 4 years in a row. Oh, I remember you telling us that last stream it was. So he's not doing hockey at all anymore, Eric, or what's going on? No, it doesn't have lights on a Hoxley. It just was a cheap one from, I think I got it from Marshall's. But lights would be really sick. Yeah. What's up, Jonathan? Always be carving. How much of a base would you say Snowbirds? Oof. I mean, MLK, like, it's still, what, a month away? Like, I wouldn't... we need a ton of snow, I guess, to, like, really have a solid base. But, I mean, if you were saying you're coming, like, next week, I would say that it could be a problem. But, I mean... They'll get 50% open. It's just going to be pretty sharky. Where's the snow in Colorado? I don't know, man. Probably up north. What's up, Edgar Oganado? Oder Dunas. Love seeing your Adventures, Papa Joe, making great memories. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I didn't truly appreciate it until, like, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 years ago. When I turned 30, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And honestly, I don't know if I put a video out yesterday from Lake Louise. You guys should check it out. But a lot of people are surprised how many people commented about Joe and his skiing and his style and all that. Like, it's awesome. What's up, Nathan? I love your blue jacket. That blue jacket is from Armada. It's the Armada Hayden 3-layer Gore-Tex jacket. So almost all my gear right now is Armada, and then I have a Helly Hansen kit, which is pretty sweet. So, but that blue one that was just debuted was Armada. Yeah, seriously, Levi. I've been getting hammered. I'm heading to Louise this Saturday. Do you have any recommendations? I guess it just depends on conditions. I mean, the thing with Louise, I think that can be a struggle, is the visibility. A lot of the good terrain is kind of above tree line at first, so it can be kind of tough to see. So typically that West Bowl area off the Summit Chair is where a lot of people spend their time, and there's some good trees in there. And then anything on the backside, like off the Paradise, off the summit chair into Paradise is all fun. So I think they also open new terrain, like expansion terrain. So honestly, check out the video, and I would just try to follow. That's why I put the trail run and the lift up there in the top left, and then that will kind of give you some ideas of where to go. Granted, you're looking for more advanced skiing, I guess. I should have led with that. Light one, but good Lord, 80. Yeah, this was not 80. I think this was like 15, maybe 17. I don't know if I could spend $80 on a sweater right now, but we'll have rap hockey after the high school hockey season is over. Dad is bad to the bone. How long are Joe's blanks? Joe, I'll know when I don't know what. Let me just look. I don't know what they make that ski in. I'll know once I see it. I'm pretty sure Joe has the 178. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has the 178 in the blanks. He's probably about 5'7". I don't think, I mean, he's got 185 White Walkers, but I don't think he's in the 186 blank. What's up, DC? Thanks, man. Breck and Keys aren't the best so far, but it's pretty sad here in Colorado. I don't think there's really any place in the States that is it's like really good right now, to be honest. Other than like the East Coast is good, you know, they got a lot open, but they also have so much less terrain at a given mountain. Yeah, Geezy, we just need snow, man. I think originally, like, granted, the season went like kind of as scheduled. They were shooting for around this time. I think they were trying to get some of that open, but without snow, I mean, they can't open. And the other problem is temperatures have been warm here. I mean, it literally thunderstormed today and poured rain down in Park City. It probably was snowing a little bit higher up on the mountain, but it's just been even hard for places to blow snow. I think Salt Lake today, it was the second warmest ever day recorded in history. It was like 67 degrees or 69 degrees. And so it just hasn't even been cold I mean, look at all the flooding that happened in the Pacific Northwest. You know, like if it was just colder, in theory, that would have all been snow, but it's just been a little warm. What's up, Fang Dial? Appreciate it, man. Owen the dog, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Glad you like the videos, man. What's going on here? Why do we got a timeout? There's no need to spam or do anything like that. I'm seeing everyone's comment, and I will address everyone's if they have a question or a statement. But Eric, thanks for being here, man. I booked the ski 2 months ago. The rest of this week in Salt Lake. I know has the best conditions. I mean, honestly, Barton, I think from a condition standpoint, I'll honestly say that almost everything's the same. I think Snow Basin has some of the best skiing because it's top to bottom, like 2,500 feet of vertical, but nothing is really open outside just the main run. I think Elta has Wildcat open and top to bottom from Collins, so probably Snow Basin and Elta, I would say. Park City's really, really bad. Deer Valley's just got a few runs open. I would think Solitude literally is still just Moonbeam, so probably Snow Basin Elta is going to be your best bet right now. And then just hope. We're supposed to get some snow this storm, but it's still not that much. Did Joe still love those new? Yeah. Yeah, he thought the ski was perfect. We went to Kicking Horse the next day, which is obviously kind of a bit different type of terrain, a lot steeper. Um, and I mean, he liked the ski so much last year. That's why he got it again this year. And then he even picked up the QST 106s. Just because he likes the whole line that much. So yeah, he really likes the QSTs. All wet snow though. I mean, we'll take wet snow at this point, Andrew. It's better than nothing, 14 inches of rain. Yeah, literally the road, the road washed away. People were like stuck. I think maybe Crystal it was. Like, another 10 in the forecast. It's still skied Winter Park today. It's mediocre at best, but still skiing. Yeah. How rare is it to have this little of snow mid-December? I mean, relatively speaking, this is definitely a well below average year, but I remember 16, 17 it was, or 17, 18, like we had another snow year that was just like this, where almost nothing was open until the new year. So, I mean, this is it's pretty rare, but, that's why we kind of have the law of averages, right? Like this hasn't happened in quite a long time. So, I mean, if you just look at average snowfall, Utah typically, Park City gets 250, 275, Cottonwoods get 450. So I know it doesn't seem like it, but a lot of this also could change quickly, like don't ever count Utah out. So it might be a little bit later winter, but if we have good January, February, and March, then who really cares? So, and I've always said on the live streams, like I always advise people against booking December trips because it can be kind of hit or miss with snow quality. Like it's awesome when you get a great early season, but for the most part, a lot of Utah turns on January, February, and hell, I think the Cottonwoods average their most snow in April even. So. Wet snow is good for base building, absolutely, yeah. A lot better than dry snow and then wet snow on top. So I did a 10U game last week with a team from kids calling. That's crazy. At 10U, they're already calling themselves, like swearing like that. Mammoth showing 20 inches on Christmas Day, hoping present happens. That would be great, but it's we really need. I mean, places need 100 inches right now, realistically. But I mean, 20 inches will be solid. We just need to follow up with a good storm. Chris Tomer's weather update gave me hopes. Oh, nice. What did he say for that, Chris? Go Minnesota Wild. How's the snow around Tahoe? I think Tahoe has like no snow, right? Camp Gaw has 1,000 in. I'm looking to pick up the whole QST line. I like to buy them in the summer. Nice. Yeah, I never. Don't really have much experience with the 94s. Like none of my family members have them, but I know my family has gotten into the 106s, and obviously Joe likes the blanks a lot at 112. So what's up, Bon? What's up, Joe? People have been asking about your blanks, so now you're here to talk about your blanks. I did use the blanks, actually. I didn't film it, though. On our Snow Basin day, Joe and I switched skis for half a run because we're the same boot, and so we can click in each other's skis. The problem is that Joe kind of always runs a ski length one shorter than I do, so the skis were pretty short, and the skis he used for me were pretty long. So, but they were fun. Like they were really snappy and really easy to turn, I thought. I was coming from the 188 Armada 106 Ti into his QST 106 at, I don't know, like 181 maybe it was. Yeah, Killington looks great, Bon. That's awesome. Killington has 100 trails open, a lot of snow. '15th wind closure this season. Well, I mean, high winds are a problem, especially when it comes with 160 inches of snowfall. So I don't know if J Peak has like if they ever get like big avalanche stuff at the resort, but usually wind and lots of snow is a recipe for disaster. But you should buy some skis from Team and make a video with them. That'd be funny. Until I hurt myself on them, but yeah. Do you think you'll get out to Japan this year? There's been like some talks about it. I'm not super confident in it. I was more confident on it at some point, but I would say now it's probably like a 30% chance, where before I was more like probably 50-50 on it. So we'll see. Could change. Quinnesota. I have the 98s 106, but I think 26 technology is good. 1 inch powder day in Colorado. Bond says, yo, ski in PA Monday, friend, so we're actually if it's ski, which took out. Oh, you told me. I responded back to your comment, Bond. That's crazy that a ski patrol took her out. Was he like in uniform as a ski patroller, or was he more like an off-duty ski patroller? H. McGlash says, move to Utah for the season and we get this. You can't make it up. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it goes sometimes. But just be patient. It should just be patient. Who does your ski tuning and how often? From Maria Butch. To be honest, I've almost like never gotten my skis tuned. So that's just me. But, you know, I typically ski terrain that like I would say don't necessarily ski tuning isn't as important. I mean, I try to ski pow and a bit more steeper stuff, and all my skis are pretty wide. So I don't even really know the proper protocol. I don't know how like every 5 ski days you're supposed to get your stuff tuned, but I've really never tuned my skis. Unless they get a core shot, like last year, I whacked my brand new ski right away on the first day, so I brought it in and they, P-texted and fixed it. But I'm not one to like get my skis tuned up and sharpened and all that. So fail videos are funny except for skiing or mountain biking. Yeah, they're funny, but then you realize people get like messed up on them. He was patrols flying out of control. He stopped. The pod just felt bad, but you just can't be running over. Yeah, that's a really peculiar situation. I don't know. I mean, yeah, obviously don't know more about it, but to have a patroller hit someone like in uniform, just or out of, I mean, for anyone to hit anyone on the mountain is a problem, What's up, Dakota Skier? Checking in from Canada. Sunshine Village was awesome today. Heading to Louise tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, it seems like it has not stopped skiing up or stopped snowing up there. We didn't get the sunshine. We went there, was it maybe 2 years ago now for a day? And I don't know. It's always tough to judge a place off one ski day, but we didn't really love it. So we just we do like Louise though. Louise is pretty cool. Although I did see some of its limitations on Saturday with the visibility. Like I think when it is snowing and the vis is bad, it is a tough mountain to ski. So that's a little bit rough, but yeah, I don't know. Still really cool. Lots of cool terrain, beautiful views when they come out. So. He waxes his skis with gravity. Yeah, like I said, I'm not recommending people don't tune their skis. Like, I don't know, just one of those things I've never really gotten into. I should tune my skis, I guess. Yeah, exactly. DC's right. Yeah. I mean, like, look, if you're on a cat track, something like Jupiter Access or like, just one of these traverses and someone has wax skis, like, or even just new skis because they still have, like, obviously the wax on them. Like, yeah, you're going to get smoked by them. Like, I'm pretty slow on the cat tracks, but it's like, what do I really care? Like, that's where I'm at. Like, and other than that, I mean, I don't know. I think you guys are kind of getting what I'm saying. It's not that I don't care, but I also just don't care that much about it. Like, I have gravity, I have snow, like, and I just ski. You should have done a Rise and Alpine collab when you were in Canada. That would have been cool. I've been practicing my switch skiing because I'm bored of just groomers. Good, man. I don't blame you. Honestly, the fact that if you're still going out and ripping a lot, like, that's props to you, man, because it's kind of tough conditions, hard to get inspired and stuff like this, but switch skiing is definitely a good skill to have. You're held to a higher standard. Absolutely. Still kind of incomplete, like, how it actually happened, but if he was just a patroller ripping, like, I don't know, kind of weird. My dad got hit on Solitude. He got whiplash like a car accident. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's, again, we kind of talk about it throughout the videos and the live streams, but yeah, it's just never. I'd rather ski defensively and a bit slower. Just, like, yeah, I get the downhill skier has the right of way, and almost every time they do, but it always takes two people to avoid the collision, so. Clip that, I'm pretty slow. Come you ski, Killington. Have a house 30 minutes from there. We might have to. We might have to make the East Coast trip. Get Killington, Stowe, J Peak. I guess I can't totally wrap my head around the skiable acres side of it. Like, to me, I think J Peak is like 385 skiable acres, and like something like Lake Louise, which isn't even necessarily one of the bigger resorts, is 4,200 skiable acres. So I feel like I'm missing something with that. But hydrophobic sprays would be a quick substitute for wax. It wears off fast. That kind of makes sense. You ate the lifeline here with Utah and Colorado. You are the lifeline here. Oh. I don't know, man. Don't make me the lifeline. That's why I went up to Canada. And I'll likely probably go back to. I mean, I'm going back up on New Year's for a cat skiing trip, but. Is a 360 camera worth it to make good ski videos? I mean, you could make good ski videos without a 360 camera. I would recommend a 360 camera if you're shooting YouTube videos and also you put it on social media like TikTok or Instagram Reels, because you can just film once and reframe it to anything. But it's a lot more work, I would say. So a lot of, like, if you watch the recent video with Joe, like, his camera's just, it's not a 360 camera, and it's a lot easier to work with. So it kind of depends. East Coast trip inbound. You don't think they're measured the same? Well, then how would, I mean, I feel like it'd be a pretty standard way to measure a mountain, wouldn't it? Skiable acres. Yeah, don't let it ruin your confidence, Bon. I mean, it's not really your fault. the biggest thing is you're okay. Like, people can get, years ago, I took Joe out. I mean, this is a long time ago. I don't even, maybe 15, no, not 15. Maybe more like 10 years ago. I took Joe out and I messed his shoulder up. There's no stream delay, BW. I saw your message right there. I'm just take my time, go through people. I hear there's no snow in America. Kicking Horse had a good amount of terrain. Like, they had one of the main ridges open, and they had their other chairlift open. But like, I don't know. I would say maybe like 70% of their terrain was opening. For an opening weekend, it was insane. I'm excited to give the video. Lucas, do you still use ND filters? Yeah, it just depends on the situation, but ND filters make the video look a lot better. So I've not made it out to any other Idaho resorts. Cash Blanton. I've only been to Sun Valley. The plan this year is to go up to McCall and hit some resorts around there, but Sunday River, Maine, Mountain Condo. I heard Maine's got some good stuff. DPS Phantom's permanent wax. Yeah, I heard the DPS Phantom stuff is like, I don't know, that's like I don't want to say the best wax, but people use it because it lasts so long. Oh yeah, the new Max is working great. I love the picture quality. I'm shooting everything in 8K, so I can shoot in a 10-bit color profile. And the picture has been so good. It's been so great to color grade and like really get the snow looking right. So, and I put some little wind muffs on the top to help with the wind. I still don't think it's like that great. And I've just been a little bit more conscious about trying to talk and ski and all that. So I'm kind of bummed with the wind, but I think I made it more manageable, at least for now. But the image quality out of the Max has been really great, and it's just been so good to use. Like, they made so many little UI things and settings updates that make it really easy to use outside. The battery's been lasting really, really long, so not a perfect camera, but I'm just so familiar with it and all that. So thoughts on LL West Bowl? I think it's great. My biggest gripe with ski areas is like, you can't lap it easily. You got to take 2 chairs to get. Well, no, you don't. No, you do. You got to take 2 chairs to get back to it regardless. So I think it's a fun area. I think the fall line can be a little wonky sometimes, and I hate to traverse out of it. So I don't know. Cool area, but there's some things about it that make me not love it. But it's Papa Joe where the zipline clicks. Yes, Murray Blake. Joe wears the clicks because he likes that. Like, it's still a magnetic lens, but it kind of has a secure like clip to it. And I use the Podium XTs. So to me, I've tried them both on. I feel like I want to say they're the same size. But it's a good question. I don't know if the clicks. I don't know. I feel like they're the same size, to be honest. The Kootenays. I do need to make an updated GoPro settings video. I just wanted more time to use the Max 2. I feel like I didn't really have the best grasp on it, and it wouldn't be fair to try to put a video out on it. Now that I've actually used it in different conditions and all that. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, my GoPro settings really haven't changed year to year. Like, a lot of the GoPros in recent years have kind of all done the same stuff, but I can make a new GoPro video. Yeah, I heard Jay is literally almost in Canada. JD's. I think Montana's going to do pretty well from these storms, to be honest. So you'll probably do pretty well with Big Sky. Again, I never try to predict the weather. It's always a 50-50 chance if it's going to snow or not. But yeah, I think some of these storm tracks have favored the northern areas. Yes, I can, Hoxley. I did at the Solitude video. I never ended up inserting it because the audio from the Max 2 is pretty good. So I ended up buying an external recorder, a lav mic, all that sort of stuff. It kind of works, but there was some instances that like I didn't love the audio from that either. I don't know if I need to put the lav mic in a different spot. And then obviously the whole thing of syncing it up is a process. So if I could get the audio out of the Max 2, it's just one less thing I have to worry about. Then I don't have to carry an external recorder and all that. So come to Ragged, Lucas. Where's that at? I saw that, Malicious. Yeah, they opened a new chairlift. Whole new area. Do you know the body armor Joe wears? It's called, man. I don't off the top of my head. I used to wear the same stuff. Do I like eggnog? I'm not really an eggnog guy. What's up, babe? I need to make one too. Let's make one in Fernie. I'm down. That'd be cool. Yeah, we should. We should put something together. Max 2 tips for skiing or something like that. I think people would dig that. Got clipped by a woman today on a snowboard. She unfortunately went down. That's the way to do it, Ron. You clip someone, and now you're going to meet them tomorrow night for drinks. Is that like a date thing, or is it just like a reconciliation thing? What's up, Mike? How's Kicking Horse? Your dad said you guys caught some snow video. Kicking Horse was great, yeah. I was going to try to get the video out tomorrow, but I need a little bit more time, so it's going to come out Friday. But honestly, from all the time to ski Kicking Horse, it was the best conditions I've ever had skiing Kicking Horse, and it's only December. There was more coverage then than when we were there in February, so yeah, the soft snow made it a lot less intimidating. But the bummer was there wasn't as much open still because there was so much avalanche mitigation going on. But still really fun, no lines and all that. So I have XTs. My wife clicks. The clicks sure look smaller. They could be. I've never. Joe uses the clicks. I don't really use the clicks that much. McCall is sick. Brundage, better skiing. Yeah, those are the two. Brundage and Tamarack were going to be the ones I was going to try to go to. What's up, the trail less taken? Lucas, could you please check out my skiing channel and tell me what I can improve on? I'll check it out, yeah. Is Joe wearing a knee brace? Yeah, Joe wears a knee brace. So he wears like hip pads, and then he wears that like basically back and chest protector, and then he wears a knee brace. Just because he like had ACL surgery like 20 years ago now, and Joe's whole motto is dress for the crash, so he's always dressing for the crash. My favorite Christmas movie is probably The Grinch. I think we're going to watch Home Alone tonight, though. Or The Polar Express. But I really like the Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a good one. How about you, Levi? Yeah, right now the plan is, Eric, is to we're going to be going up to Fernie and on New Year's for a cat skiing trip, like a 4-day cat skiing trip. So it should be a lot of fun. You should come to Verpan. Oh, we're absolutely buried. Home Alone 2. That's what my girlfriend said, Bon. She said Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1, but we got to get Home Alone 1 out of the way. I don't like to park, but I love to hit side jumps and anything I encounter on trail. I also love to carve. I am considering to switch to a race boot, especially the Head Raptor 120s. The Head Raptor 120s. To be honest, my friend, I have no idea about that specific boot. Head Raptor. I mean, side jumps and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe a race boot when it isn't what you. It sounds like you need an all mountain boot, to be honest. I don't know if a race boot is kind of is what you necessarily want for that. I mean, I know you like to carve, but a good all mountain boot is meant for carving, but also kind of meant for off piste stuff and jumping, right? Where a race boot is meant for on piste carving, precision, all that sort of stuff. So I'd maybe explore a little bit more all mountain focused boot. I don't see the point in getting a race boot unless you're racing. If you don't crash, you aren't skiing hard enough, says Skier68. It depends. If you're 15 years old, maybe. But as you get older, most people are trying not to crash because things just they don't hold up the same anymore. But I don't know. Everyone has their own goals for skiing. Hoxley says, did you like Lando Norris becoming world champion? I did, I guess. I mean, there was a point where I was like, man, I love Max Verstappen, and to see him come back, I was like, I also wouldn't mind Max winning. It would just be an insane story. To me, it felt like I would have liked to see Lando win the race and also become world champion. Like, to me, it felt a little bit like he just did what he had to do to win the championship, which, you won the championship, so... But whatever, it's good for him. Yeah, I wanted Lando to win it the whole year. It was cool that he kind of regained ground on Oscar. I did feel bad for Oscar, but whatever. Coming to Whitefish again, just wait for the right storm. I honestly had good conditions when I was there. CJ, welcome to the squad. I don't know why I blanked on that. Thank you, man. Welcome back, should I say. But yeah, when I was at Whitefish, I thought I had pretty good conditions. It kind of snowed just before I went and all that. And K2 Mindbender 120, nice. Yeah, I'm on the Salomon S Pro 120. Selling those on sale, and they give you an extra lens. Yes, they did. They do that with the Stoke Squad one. Yes, Spawn. Did you know that snow scenes in the original Grinch were filmed at Solitude? I did not know that. No crash here. Yeah. Yeah, he did do the correct thing on the last race. You're right. He made passes when he had to make after his pit stop. He still had to get back around Yuki and some other people. He did what he had to do. He won by 1 point? So yeah, I sold my mountain bike, BW. I just did a lot of road biking. I did a little bit of mountain biking in Mammoth like earlier in the year, but for the most part, I stopped doing bike park stuff. Eric, for 35 or 3 years, I don't pay for many channels, but the Stoke culture here's why I keep coming back. Love this stuff. Keep it up, Prince. Eric, I appreciate it, man. 35 months is insane. 2026 will mark 3 years together. Feels like we've been in a long distance relationship. So, just thanks for being here tonight. I know we usually don't have huge moderator issues, but I think the stream's been pretty consistent. So, appreciate you making sure everyone's playing by the rules around here. What few rules we do have, but thank you, Eric. What's up, Choi Sam? Wishing you a lot of power days this year. Thank you, my friend. Got 2 under my belt so far, so we'll take it. Collab with KJ, that'd be sick. Yeah, it was the first time I ever met him was at that Snow Basin Day. I don't really know how. I think I might have recognized because I follow KJ. I follow his. I think it's his fiance now, Hannah, and like you just kind of know, like when you see some people decked out in like all the same gear, you're like, okay, these people are important. And so I think I noticed his fiance first, and then I saw the spider kit, and then I was like, okay, I think this is KJ. So, but yeah, that was the first time I ever actually met him in person. Dude rips. What's up, FSU, bro? Please come back to Sugar Bowl. That was my favorite video of yours. That was a crazy mountain. That was a nuts mountain. I was so scared that whole time. Intuition beats Zip Fit. I loved my Intuition liners. I never tried Zip Fit, but I had Intuition in my Del Bellos, and they were fantastic. So. It was a one-off. Yeah, kids have played a good game. Match them up to set the tone. Still 5-on-5 right now. Solomon S Pro 120 also, but I still can't ski with you. I still can't ski with you. We can all ski together, my friend. I don't know what. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting that. But yeah, that's the boot I have. The S Pro 120 is a great boot. I think I need to get rid of it because it has, at this point, over 100 days on it. And it's a little mushy now. But I would like to stay in the same Solomon line. Maybe go to the 130 Flex. Lucas, is it common that snowmans give out a free season pass to creators like you? Snowmans. What does that mean? Snowmans give you out a free. Playing on skis is so sad. Tiles been so dry. I know, it's crazy. January opens late. That's really late. I mean, to not even be open for Christmas is tough, but then it's also like to open for Christmas and have one run open is also like equally as rough. So yeah, you really can't go wrong with Zip Fit or Intuition. I mean, people who have their Zip Fits love their Zip Fits. So FSU, yo, Lucas, do you still use zipline goggles? I was thinking of getting a pair. Yeah, man. There should be like right here. Right here. Right here. Yeah, I use the Stoke Squad goggles, but they are by Zipline. So, yeah, if you purchase some Zipline goggles, you can use the code Lucas. It'll save you money at checkout. You can either get the Stoke Squad ones or the regular ones. But yeah, those goggles down there are Zipline goggles right here. There's me. There's my girlfriend. We did a photo shoot. There she is again. Oh, you work in your boots? Yeah, I mean, that's a different story. If you have your boots on just like all day for 8 hours a day, then yeah. I would not get a World Cup race boot then. But my bad, autocorrector, bro. I meant snowmass, not snowman's. Is coming at snowmass gets out of. I'm not really sure, man. I mean, I don't know about snowmass. They might give out passes. I mean, it's not uncommon for ski resorts to give out season passes to creators, I guess. But I don't know about Snowmass's policy and how they do all that. But you know, if a creator has value and the resort thinks it's worth it, then they would easily give out a season pass or something like that. I mean, even with like Icon Pass, Altera, and stuff like that, you can apply to be like an ambassador, and they'll give you a pass, and in exchange, you have to do, you know, maybe a post a month, an Instagram reel or something. So that's why I don't know if you guys have saw all the pushes like last week from all these different creators with the Icon Pass, because they're getting an Icon Pass for free, and then part of their deal is that they have to post a reel as the deadline approaches to remind people to buy their Icon Pass. So What's up, Jen? Hello, hello. No problem. Yeah, exactly, Huxley. 200 inches drop between January and March. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised if he had 200 inches in just January alone. I did see that, Eric. Yep. I love whenever I try to watch a highlight in the morning when I eat breakfast. And so yeah, I saw Dreisaitl's 1,000th point, and the whole bench came out right in front of Skinner, and I don't really understand what happened there because I thought Skinner was like a good goalie. I mean, the goalie can only do so much, I guess, but yeah, I did see that. What's up, Chris Hosetter? Come to Jackson, $60 day, really? For a lift ticket, huh? Sugar Bowl is better than Jackson Hole, says FSU. I feel so bad for the West. We're getting our first thaw cycle of the year on Friday. Hoping for a lot of backside snow, but it's going to be 5 inches on boilerplate. It's all right. You don't got to feel bad for the West. A lot of people are stoked that we're having a bad start. You know, we've had our fair share of awesome years. So if we got to take a bad year for next 5 good years, then sometimes you got to pay our dues. But it's all right. 60 degrees in the Midwest. It was 4 degrees 2 days ago. Sounds about right. I'll be in Jackson in March. What's the best spots you have found? I know the Casper Bowl has a bunch of great stuff. You know, I don't have a ton of experience at Jackson, to be honest. Casper Bowl is fun. If I remember correctly, it's that hike up there, and then dropping into the bowl there. The sublet chair. Those Alta chutes are pretty steep. It's pretty fun. And then obviously like the Hobacks can be fun. A lot of vertical and good snow. So. But yeah, I think a lot of like the really advanced stuff is off that sublet chair. Quinn Hughes, I saw that. I didn't really know who Quinn Hughes was before that. So it seems like it's a good pickup. Sean LaRux, what do you do for a living? So for the last 2 years, I've really done YouTube full time. Recently, I've got into finance. I actually took a new job. I'll be starting January 6th. As an investment strategist for Orion. So before that, I worked in real estate. And yeah, last few years have honestly just been full YouTube and then recently finance. So top 3 Colorado resorts. My top 3, I would say A Basin, Arapahoe Basin I like, Aspen Snowmass, and... Oh, man, it's tough because I haven't really skied all the resorts in similar conditions. I honestly always liked Breckenridge when I went. I know people hate on Breck, but I think Breck's a pretty fun mountain with a lot of variety. Telluride's cool. Yeah, Telluride. This is the best year on record for us. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning of the stream. You have the East Coast has, take Jay Peak. I think it's been the best, like up till December 17th, they have almost 200 inches of snow. It's been the best December 17th ever in history. And you could argue that for a lot of places in the West, this has been one of the worst in history. So you're taking 2 huge extremes, right? You have the worst ever in the West, and you have arguably the best ever on the East. And people are saying, oh man, yeah, see, I told you, the East Coast is so good. And then they're saying, see, the West Coast sucks, we have no snow. And you're just like, I mean, you're comparing essentially outliers, you know. So that's why I always try to bring people back to averages. mean reversion, right? Like what is like the normal? Because this isn't normal for the East, to be honest, and it's not normal for the West either. So from a pure skiing standpoint, man, the age-old question. I would have to go with snowbird, man, just because I like the tram. It's 3,000 feet of vertical, like of challenging skiing. It's not like 1,000 feet is challenging and then you like dick around for the next 2,000. Like snowbird is like top to bottom, double black terrain. Like it's tough to beat. I don't know. I mean, Alta's sick as well, but if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with snowbird. But I'm sure I'll get crucified for saying that. But they're both awesome. Cannot come and steal a game. 25 inches of untouched. Nice, Andy. That's sick. That's a ton of snow. I've dabbled in mountain biking a little bit. There was a few, like 2 years ago, I did it a little bit more consistently, but I ended up breaking my hand last year in Aspen Snowmass, actually on a mountain bike trip, and yeah, didn't really do much after that. I mean, I have other activities I do in the summer, I guess, put it that way. So I kind of, I'm much more of an avid road cyclist than a mountain biker at this point. Skiing Breck tomorrow. Nice. Trail S taken. Have fun. It's all going to get washed away mid-January. Where are you at, Andy? Are you talking about East Coast or where are you at? Yeah, I mean, I think. I mean, look, the whole snow discussion is one that's, I don't know. I mean, if you've been around the mountains for a while, then it's just a blip in this season. I mean, it's just, I don't want to say it's normal because it's not technically normal, but it's just part of the journey of skiing. Like not every year is a 600-inch winter, and it's just kind of part of it, unfortunately. So normally it doesn't get snow. They blow snow maybe a little bit. Like tomorrow's supposed to be rain in the 50s. Yeah, like I always I try to be very sort of balanced with the East and West stuff, but I know I didn't ski much in the East at all, but I grew up in upstate New York 23 years of my life. So I understand the weather, and it's likely going to rain and be 45 degrees, right? And then you're going to have this freeze thaw cycle. And that's why I just keep saying I hope it stays up for you guys, because I would love to see you guys have a full season that's like this and not have it rain and get all washed away and be shit. So that's all. Like it's awesome right now, but hopefully it's still a long season. Hopefully it lasts through March for you guys, so you have a full season of skiing. So, and that's why I always come back to the West. It's just more consistent here. Like we don't get 60 degrees and rain and all this sort of stuff, and what's up, Arjun? Any plans to go to Whistler? I don't have any plans to go to Whistler. I have plans to go to like the interior BC, like Fernie and Kicking Horse and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily have plans to go to Whistler. I was looking into it, trying to figure out how I could make it work to Vancouver and stuff, but I don't necessarily have plans there. What's up, Bob? Another amazing day at Lake Louise. What do we stick ski with Armada? Everything. Do you just like ski with one brand or the products? I wouldn't say their products are just that good. I think there's plenty other better ski brands out there, or at least equivalent. I don't think Armada makes anything that's revolutionary. I like their gear, and I'm able to receive a discount on Salomon and Armada products. So to me, that narrows it down just in terms of what I want to pick. Because it was so bad. I'm going to be with my family in Provo. I mean, I would bring your skis. You never know. It's supposed to snow this weekend, so I would bring your skis. Much more consistent for everyone than the insane. Yeah, I mean, consistent snowfall is, I think, is the better thing to have. So, what's up, Jeff? Need more travel gear? Thanks to the Diamond Zipline discount codes. Awesome. The Diamond bag is great. That Diamond, I will say, the Diamond Weekend Warrior, Gavin and why am I blanking on his name? Anyways, they're two kids from the city that made that company, and I think they did a really good job with the bag. So yeah, the Diamond gear makes a really nice boot bag. I just used mine when I went to Canada. Snow will definitely be better first week of February than it is right now. So it can't get any worse than it is right now, really. So don't worry about a trip in February. Yeah, I think there'll be I think we'll get some snow coming in here before the end of the year, so. That's interesting, Eric. That's a good point. Just more rain now. What size would you pick in ski boots for I'm 26.8 in this speed? %. I would go 26.5. I would always size down. The boot's gonna pack out. You can do yeah. I mean, that's me, a boot, but for me, a boot's not really supposed to be comfortable. I'm always unbuckling my boots. If it kind of hurts, I think that means it's fitting you just perfectly. It should hurt right now when you put it on. Get them fitted properly. You can get them blown out, but I would always go a size smaller than a bigger size. People ski in too big of ski boots all the time, and I think that's like the number one reason why people struggle with skiing is because their feet are moving around in their boots and all that sort of stuff. But the boot's gonna pack out a ton, so if it's slightly hurting you, that's literally perfect. Bond, those skis are 112s, and they are, I think someone asked this earlier. Oh, man, why didn't I just close this? So they're 112 underfoot Bond, and they're 178 length. Give me yo White Walkers. I got a new pair of White Walkers, so I have my black pair. Technically, I'm not going to be using. So dry, they get cold, but little snow. How much snow is Park City supposed to get? I don't have a snow app anymore, so I kind of just go day to day. I don't even really know how much we're supposed to get from these storms. Yeah, I would not go 28s at all. Icelandic Nomad 100s. I've never used them, never really seen them, but I don't know. I'm sure they're a great ski, I guess. A lot easier to make a boot bigger than smaller. That is true. There are things a fitter can do to kind of, I guess, small the boot down, but as Levi said, it's easier to go the other way than to get a boot and make it smaller. So Yeah, it's really tough to just go on a trip without planning it now and doing it in advance, Eric. I agree. I will not be going to Sunshine. I don't have any plans to. I am still racing this summer. I think our first race is in March. Yes, of course we'll be doing YouTube. I've been working a finance job this whole time, actually, as an investment advisor. So that's why I guess. I mean, I'm not traveling in the van and doing daily videos anymore. That's why it's more like 2 videos a week or so. And honestly, now there's been a lot more brand deals and things like that. So it's kind of trying to work those into the schedule and all that. But yeah, definitely we're not stopping YouTube. So 7 inches by Monday, man. We need like 70 inches. What's up, Matthew Mice? Thank you, man. What's up, Slam Serve? What's up, Michael Balelo? Lake Louise over Fernie. Head to Mammoth 3 days. Nice. Rain all day in Heber, 48 degrees. It's all right. You don't ski in Heber, so. I'm waxing nostalgically for the past. The tech is so much better now, though. I feel that, man. I mean, yeah, I remember skiing before we had Epic and Icon passes, and you just bought a season pass to one place, and that was like it. And I remember like going to like another resort was like crazy. And now that we have these passes, it's a lot different. I mean, obviously my experience is a lot different than yours, but I guess just in my years, skiing has changed. So, how to get into racing? Honestly, I got into it with Joe. He brought me to like a defensive driving school, and it kind of snowballed from there. We had a racetrack that was kind of close to where we live, so we were able to go there, and just kind of one thing led to the next. But yeah, it was all because of Joe. We're still racing the same car, Jeff. We had it sold, but then we didn't sell it, and then because we wanted to get another car first. Right now, BMW, they only have so many cars, and they don't really have enough cars for next year. So we don't want to sell our car and not have a car for next year. So we held on to the car, and then we were able to get a car, and now the buyer doesn't want the car anymore. So it's been kind of the typical racing runaround. But we're going to be in the same car, just like the new generation of it for next year. So... I would just say glass film weddings, nothing can guarantee you a return, much less an 11% guaranteed return. So if there's a mutual fund that's using the terms guarantee, not only are they kind of breaking a lot of compliance issues and disclaimers, I would just kind of double check that, because also mutual funds usually come with a lot of fees. I think dailing into the SPY is, a good option just to, grow your wealth. But I do think it depends on your situation, how old you are, what your goals are. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this, but just seeing your comment there that it 11% guaranteed, that's like, the first thing you learn is guaranteeing a return is a big no-no. So I don't know exactly how that works. Carve, I think, is cool. I mean, it's not really my market or my niche, so not really a carve guy, but is Chin still in here? Tara made ramen tonight. I think it's almost ready. Chris, for the 36-monther, getting the diamond. I appreciate all the support, Chris. You and Eric, you guys have been around for a very long time and are always on every video in the stream, so I appreciate it. Eric with the 5 gifter. Liam, Steezy, Naughty still in here. STP43, J Trade RW. Welcome to the Stoke Squad. Eric, thanks for the 5 gifted, man. Welcome. Eric doing the Lord's work, man. Starting on Sunday, working 10 on the next 12 days. Damn, Levi. Heber hops on the Mayflower gondola, skis all the way to Murdoch. You better not get caught ducking ropes. Been doing it for 20 years. Man, I won't say anything. It's crazy. Eric, thanks for the 5 gifted. Chris, thanks for the 36-monther. Do you think Deer Valley will be okay the day after Christmas, or should I save an Icon Day and reschedule for mid-January? It just depends. I mean, if you have 5 days or 7 days, like, are you going to use all those days? If not, just use it. But look, man, I'm not a weatherman. Like, we need a shit ton of snow between now and Christmas. I think even if you get 7 inches, like, you're talking 7 inches on not a lot. So, I don't want to get people's hopes up. I want to be realistic, but not necessarily negative. I'm just saying, like, you need a lot of snow, and 7 inches, like, sounds nice, but when it's on virtually nothing, that's all. If we had a base and we had 7, be like, man, the 7-inch pow day is awesome in Utah, so. Eric with a 20 on top of the 5 gifted, dude. No way. Just like the 9-year-olds on the ice say, Merry Christmas, MFers. Thank you, man. Merry Christmas is right. Yeah, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the stream here. And what's next week? Yeah, like next Wednesday's Christmas Eve. I don't think we're going to be streaming, to be honest. Maybe I'll do like a Tuesday stream. But, I don't know, everyone's going to be out doing stuff with their family. Bob with a 10 Canadian. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate that, Bob. Hopefully you're having fun up there. It's been cool to go back and forth on emails. Sorry for the confusion about kind of where I was at and when. But yeah, thank you, Bob. Thank you, Eric. Hoxley Hole. My ski workout routine, to be honest, FSU, I don't have a ski workout routine. I've always just worked out my entire life for the most part. I lift before the streams. I just did a simple back workout. I mean, I don't do anything that's like ski orientated. I try to do legs once, almost sometimes twice a week. Typical squatting, leg press, leg extensions. I mean, I don't know. You got to remember I've skied for 28 years of my life. So for me, skiing is, I don't know. I don't really do much. I lift. That's what I do. I lift weights. So. Best run at DV is daily shoot number 4, in my opinion. Utah snow right now, flying out to PC. I mean, we're very light, man. Like, if you fly into Salt Lake and start to drive up to Park City, you're going to see, man, it's all brown everywhere. So it's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of it. Not a lot of snow out here, so. No Garage King. I haven't seen him, no. Shared Epic Pass days between Fernie and Kicking Horse. Search just as much. Oh, I didn't know they share Epic Pass days. That's actually crazy. I didn't know that. Honestly, fly to Salt Lake, get another flight, go to Calgary, and then just drive over to Banff. Best skiing probably in North America right now, to be honest. Discord, hit the like button. Check out the description for all your stocking stuffers. Wow, Eric's doing all the work tonight. Man, I got to pay Eric. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be it. It's been a great stream. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of people who just creep in here, so in the future, say hello, all that sort of good stuff, but what could Brown do for you? Anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for me. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys are doing something to get you in the holiday spirit. And there'll be a video out Friday from Kicking Horse, and then lots more stuff coming. I have a lot of obligations between now and, honestly, the beginning of January, so lots of stuff coming out. I'm going to do a video with Joe on his quiver, all that good stuff. So love you guys. Merry Christmas.